English is surely a funny language, but it is not quantum physics or mad mathematics that most of us will not be able to understand. It is a language after all. A little bit of effort, we will be able to absorb it, read it, understand it, reproduce it, and speak English very well. In this video, I am going to share 5 simple steps through which I, as a normal Indian, without any super English background or without taking any expensive classes or without doing anything extraordinary out of the daily routine, improved my English and also eventually became a TEDx speaker. Under these 5 ways, I am going to tell you how you need to follow each one of them so that you are taking steps in the right direction. So if you have patience, please listen to this video, a short video, but a very knowledgeable and a fruitful one. Before we proceed, my humble request to like this video and also click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon, because I keep putting videos related to English speaking, personality development, personal finance, social issues, general awareness, earn from home opportunities and a lot more on this channel. So if you want to join the bandwagon of Brown Brainiac, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like this video. Let's understand the 5 different ways and how you need to implement them to ensure that your English speaking is improving, your vocabulary is improving, and your whole concept of this language is getting better bit by bit, day by day. If you stay till the end of this video, I'll also give you a super pro tip that will help you get rid of your fear of speaking English. The first thing that I have to talk is the most essential one perhaps, is reading a lot in English. The mistake that all of us do is we try to jump start or kick start by watching videos, trying to listen to somebody speak, but we forget that we have to read also to get the first hand memory or to get the first hand viewership, knowledge, understanding of the language itself. And when I say reading, I am not saying you pick up a grammar book and start reading the verbs, noun, pronouns. No, you need not do that, especially if you have crossed a certain age threshold. Say if you are above 16 or above 20, it might not really fit in that what is an adverb, what is a noun, what is a pronoun. Even without that, you can learn good English. You can at least speak very good English even without exactly knowing. Of course, you need to have an idea, but you need not know every single word, what category does it belong to. So read a lot. Now, what do you read? You do not read anything that has a lot of slang or is written by an author who himself or herself did not know very good English. The best idea is to pick up books which have been published by good publishing houses, or read newspapers like The Hindu purely for their English, because they categorize and they articulate their statements, their sentences, their frame very nicely and very educatively. So you will definitely benefit a lot. I have already made a video on 5 books that I would suggest for starters, especially if you're not too heavy on English and you just want to read light novels and you are not a fan of reading but you want to pick up and want to start pursuing the habit of reading. I have suggested 5-6 novels to you. I will leave the link below in the comment section. You will be able to go and understand what are the books that I have suggested and start reading them. Reading is extremely important. It is the foundation. It forms the fundamental basis of your language. The second suggestion that I have for you is write a lot in English. Whenever you get a chance to pen down something, ensure that you are doing it in English language, even if you have heard it in any other language like Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, Bengali, but try to convert it, translate it and write it in English. One very good way of starting your writing habit is to start writing your daily activities, whatever you have done, a diary of your memories or a diary of what you have done through the day. It will also be a long lasting memory. 20 years down the line when you read it, you will be able to enjoy what you were doing 20 years ago. You will have the memory, but also it will improve your writing capabilities and will complement what you have already been reading. And when you are writing, you will realize that okay, I'm using the same words again and again. Let me try to change my words. Let me try to change my sentences. Let me make English more exciting. And in that effort, you will read more. You will try to learn new words. You will try to increase or enhance your vocabulary so that you start enjoying what you are writing and you are creating a slight difference in the way you keep writing. And within a period of a month, you will see from your first article to the last article to the 30th article, there has been a sea of change in the way you think, in the way you write. So it's very important that you continue writing in English also. Third, Practice makes man perfect. Speak a lot in English. Speak with anyone and everyone who is able to speak or able to communicate back in English. You get those phone calls selling you credit cards, speak to them in English for 5-7 minutes. You go to a shop, you want to purchase something, try speaking in English and try asking them in English or interacting in this language. If at your home, your friends, your colleagues in office, anybody who is willing to speak in English with you, make an effort, make a conscious effort to start talking with them. Yes, you will feel a little shy, you will feel a little embarrassed because your pronunciation of words or your vocabulary or your confidence might not be that high, but that is how you develop. You are not born because you are in a country like India or the Indian subcontinent. You are not born with the default flavoring of English, or from your childhood you are not listening to this English language, you are not learning it by default, you are learning your native language, and hence it will take you some time, but doesn't matter. You will have to make the effort to speak it to somebody, and hence you will be learning a lot. Nowadays, even if you have there are a lot of apps where you can speak in English and the app will then reply back and you can practice your English speaking skills. If not, the old tried traditional method, speak to yourself in front of the mirror just for the sake of confidence. Of course, nobody will be able to correct you because you're speaking to yourself, but then hey, you have to speak aloud, you have to speak a lot, and it doesn't harm practicing it with yourself. So keep speaking in English. Fourth thing, listen. Reading is important, writing is important, and so is speaking. But listening, what happens when you listen? And by the way, let me tell you, listening should not be your starting point of learning a new language unless you are listening to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or you are listening to English classes themselves. But English will improve your pronunciation, will improve your vocabulary, and will tell you the different pitches that somebody is using in speaking. Some places you go high, some places you go low. What emotions are being put into your English language, that is what you learn when you are listening to somebody speak. So watching commentary is a very good way of your favorite sport, because in that there is excitement, there is disappointment, there are different emotions that are portrayed while a commentator is describing a match or is describing any sporting event. Similarly, if you are watching any TV shows, movies, they will also be able to help you in improving your pronunciation, and also how you should be using your tone, how you should be using your pitch, your voice during different emotions. It's a very important art. If you want to become a good public speaker, you will have to ensure that you are having the modality in your tones, you are having the different tunings to different emotions, so that you are able to better connect with the audience. So keep listening. The fifth point, and a blunder that all of us who are not native English speakers make, is that we do not think in English. If we have to improve our English language, we have to think in English. We cannot talk to ourselves in our native language and then expect to translate it in English, because we do a literal translation, and literal translation from one language to other language is always gibberish. It's always not going to make sense. There will be mistakes in your sentences, because a Hindi language and an English language are fundamentally different. Their structures are different, their pronunciations are different, the way sentences are formed is different in both these languages, and hence if you try to do a literal translation, you will not be able to do it very well. So start thinking, start articulating your own thoughts. Whenever you're talking to yourself in your mind, try to talk in English, try to speak in English, and that is when you will start automatically learning the language. You'll start practicing it, and your brain starts understanding this language even better, and there is no problem of confidence over here, because you are any which ways thinking, you are any which ways talking to yourself. So make that conscious effort that I have to think in English. Now, I promised you towards the end I will give you a pro tip. The pro tip, two pro tips. One is, do not try to speak English very fast. At least Indians and a lot of non-native speakers have this thought that if I'm speaking English very fast, I am a good English speaker. That is not true. You have to speak in a way that the other person is able to understand. Americans speak English very fast, majority of them, and most of the times nobody else is understanding what they are talking. You need to maintain, you need to ensure that what you are speaking is being understood by the other person. Plus, speaking English slowly will also give you time, your brain time, to process the next set of words, the next sentence, the next line to come out of your mouth very easily. Otherwise, what happens if we try to speak too fast? We get lost, our thought process gets jumbled, and then we try to use fillers like and that does not give a very good see, again, I am doing when I'm stopping to think, but that does not give a very good impression to the listener, and that is something that we need to avoid. Speak English in normal flow. Do not try to be very fast, or do not try to be extremely slow that people are getting bored. Just maintain it normally. Second, English is just a language. It is not your life. There is no pressure that you need to excel in English. I have seen many people from across the globe who just manage with their language but are still doing very well in their careers, are still doing very well in their lives. Especially if you go to the European nations, or you go to the South Asian, East Asian nations like China, Japan, or the entire Southeast Asian belt, or majority of the European nations, they do not speak English that well as maybe people in the United States, or actually people in India also speak. Indians speak very good English when you compare it with a lot of other developed nations in the world, and that already gives us an edge, already gives us an ace. But do not take it as a pressure on you that because the neighbor next door is a master in English, he or she speaks it very well, even I have to do the same. Because if that thought process in your mind, then you are always under pressure and you are not learning something for the fun of it, but you are learning something for the heck of it. These were my 2 cents to let you know what I did to improve my English vocabulary, to improve my English speaking skills. I have not done anything extraordinary. I have not done anything out of the blue. I have just followed some simple basics which I have just shared with you. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, and let's help others, because when you share, you care. Thank you so much for watching. All the very best.